For years, rumors have swirled that Meghan Markle's relationship with her mother, Doria Ragland, is far from harmonious. In recent public appearances, Doria seemed reluctant and visibly uncomfortable being pushed into the spotlight by her daughter, the woman once dubbed the fake Duchess. It's a clear sign of the growing distance between them. The tension reached its peak when Meghan revealed a shocking confession from her own mother, changing the way the world saw her entirely. If you've ever wondered about the truth behind their complicated bond, leave a 1 in the comments and take another look at Meghan Markle's wedding photos this time. Look closely because every glance might hold a story of its own. We've known for a long time that Meghan Markle's relationship with her mother, Doria Ragland, hasn't been exactly smooth. In several recent public appearances, Doria appeared visibly uneasy, as if being pressured by her daughter, the so-called fake Duchess, to show up. What does that say about their relationship today? I'd say it's probably not in a good place. Since then, many events have unfolded, making the tension between mother and daughter increasingly evident. One striking moment came when Meghan accidentally revealed to the world that her mother, Doria Ragland, had made a shocking confession, one that completely changed everything we thought we knew about Meghan. Take a moment to revisit Meghan Markle's wedding photos. Don't just scroll past them, but look closely, because every frame might reveal more than meets the eye. One photo from the Windsor Castle wedding, attended by 600 guests, stands out immediately. Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, sat completely alone. No, this wasn't by chance, it was deliberate, and it tells a story most people have overlooked. Meghan didn't achieve this level of success on her own. It came through marrying a wealthy, powerful, and influential man, Prince Harry, which granted her entry into the world's most famous royal family. Picture the scene: the entire royal family seated on one side, mingling with Hollywood stars, while a single woman, Doria Ragland, quietly represented Meghan's family. Doria wasn't just a guest. She was the only member of the bride's family in attendance. It was an emotional, deeply symbolic moment, one that said everything without words. But soon after reports surfaced that Doria attended a Beyoncé concert without Meghan, and without even telling her. It was a small act that spoke volumes, revealing the growing tension between mother and daughter. Now let's talk about Thomas Markle, the man who was supposed to walk Meghan down the aisle, but ended up causing one of the biggest pre-wedding scandals of the decade. Just 5 days before the ceremony, the world watched paparazzi photos showing Thomas preparing for the big day, reading newspapers about the royal wedding, trying on his tuxedo, and strolling around as if rehearsing for a Hollywood movie. But the shocking truth soon came out. Those images weren't spontaneous at all. They were staged, reportedly linked to a $100,000 payment and a carefully planned media scheme. Can you imagine it? The palace had planned every detail of the royal wedding with precision, and then this storm hit out of nowhere. The British press had a field day. Every major paper ran headlines questioning Thomas's motives, throwing the entire ceremony into chaos. The palace was forced to act quickly. Seating arrangements, roles, timing, everything had to be reconsidered. And who stepped in to save the day? Prince Charles, calm, composed, and masterful, took Thomas's place at the last moment, walking Meghan down the aisle in what became a true royal rescue mission. If you agree that Prince Charles's gesture was a noble and heartfelt act, leave a 2 in the comments. But if you believe it was simply a clever political move by the royal family, comment 5 and share your thoughts. The drama didn't stop with Thomas. Meghan's half-siblings, Samantha Markle and Thomas Jr., added even more fuel to the fire. Samantha, outspoken and unapologetic despite her struggles with multiple sclerosis, gave countless interviews claiming that fame had changed Meghan and that the royal spotlight had driven her away from her family. It all began to feel less like real life and more like a reality show playing out on live television. Thomas Jr. took things even further when he wrote an open letter directly to Prince Harry questioning whether Harry truly understood Meghan's family drama and warning him about the trouble that could unfold at the wedding. Imagine being Prince Harry reading that letter. It must have been infuriating. These public statements were no small matter. They forced the palace to address issues that were normally handled behind closed doors. For decades, royal weddings had been known for their flawless planning precision and carefully managed image. But suddenly, Meghan's family drama became international news, front-page headlines, viral debates on social media, and every word analyzed under a microscope. Amid all the turmoil, reports emerged that the tension between Meghan and her mother had reached a breaking point. Doria Ragland allegedly declared she'd had enough and decided to leave Meghan and Harry's Montecito mansion for good. According to Radar Online, Doria felt used by Meghan, especially when it came to caring for her two children, Archie and Lilibet. Sources claimed Meghan even pleaded with her mother, saying, "Don't leave me," as Doria packed her bags and walked away, leaving Meghan and Harry feeling abandoned. The 68-year-old yoga instructor had moved into the Sussexes' sprawling California estate in 2024 to help them through a difficult period, but now she reportedly longs to return to her own life and social circle in Los Angeles. Back on the wedding day at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle with 600 guests, including royals, celebrities, and dignitaries, Doria Ragland sat quietly alone on the bride's side. While cameras captured every dazzling detail, it was Doria's calm presence that told the real story. She wasn't just attending, she was carrying the weight of Meghan's entire family on her shoulders, representing decades of a mother's love, guidance, and unwavering support. It was a quiet kind of strength, one that never sought attention, yet effortlessly commanded it. Doria remained calm amid the storm stirred up by her ex-husband Thomas Markle and Meghan's half-siblings. She became the emotional anchor, the only person capable of keeping the family grounded in the chaos. Meghan chose her mother as the sole representative of her family, avoiding the extended family drama and awkward seating arrangements, just one woman who had always been her source of strength through every trial. Although their mother-daughter bond was once very close, especially during the period when Doria lived with Meghan's family to offer support, her departure in July 2025 revealed clear signs of strain. Meghan still posted a birthday tribute to her mother on Instagram in September 2025, showing that they remained in contact, yet sources suggest Doria had grown weary of her daughter's constant drama. This may point to a more complex family dynamic, particularly as Meghan and Harry continue to face public and personal challenges, from losing major deals to enduring relentless media pressure. Harry has also seen Doria as a mother figure, a source of emotional strength and comfort. This was clearly reflected in Meghan's decision on her wedding day. While most royal weddings focus on filling seats, creating picture-perfect moments for the cameras, and pleasing distant relatives, Meghan chose a different path. She made her mother, Doria Ragland, the sole representative of her family. There was no extended family drama, no awkward seating arrangements, just one woman who had been her steadfast support through every challenge. Doria was not just present, she was a symbol of loyalty and resilience. A source once said, "Doria is content with how the family is moving forward. She's ready to focus on her own life." Yet her presence alone was a quiet but powerful statement. It showed that family isn't about numbers, it's about presence, trust, and love. Doria embodied all of that. Sitting silently in St. George's Chapel, she conveyed a message stronger than any speech or toast could ever express. The palace clearly understood Doria's importance. They assigned staff specifically to ensure her comfort, guiding her through each step of the ceremony and making sure she was fully supported. Every detail from her seat placement to the timing was handled with precision and care. This wasn't just about logistics. It was a gesture of respect for the woman who had raised the bride. That respect was evident in every camera angle. The image of Doria sitting calmly on her own, carrying the weight of the family with quiet dignity, spoke volumes about Meghan's values more than any wedding gown, tiara, or bouquet ever could. However, tensions began to surface when Doria decided to move out of Meghan and Harry's Montecito mansion. According to one insider, she had grown tired of Meghan's constant complaints and drama and felt she was being used to care for her grandchildren Archie and Lilibet. It's hard to blame her at 68. The yoga instructor wanted to return to her own independent life and social circle in Los Angeles. She planned to visit often, but no longer live with them full-time. Meghan reportedly pleaded with her mother, saying, "Don't leave me," and both she and Harry were said to have felt abandoned by Doria's departure. Doria had long been fiercely loyal to Meghan, even appearing in the couple's Netflix documentary as part of her daughter's story. However, she reportedly grew weary of Meghan's treatment of others and the constant stream of drama surrounding her. Known for her calm and grounded nature, Doria no longer wanted to endure the emotional toll. Some sources suggest that she once quietly encouraged Meghan to use the narrative of racism as a way to counter the media's criticism, but now she prefers to distance herself from the chaos entirely. Fast forward a few years, Meghan's journey to explore her ancestral roots drew widespread attention. A DNA test revealed she was 43% Nigerian, instantly sparking debate across social media. Fans, critics, and experts alike joined in discussions about race identity and public perception. Doria also contributed to the conversation when she commented on Meghan's heritage during an appearance on The Daily Show. What should have been a deeply personal moment to celebrate identity instead became a topic of public speculation. People began to question whether Meghan truly understood her DNA results and whether the database itself was accurate. What started as a family history exploration quickly turned into public drama. This journey was never just about science, it was deeply personal, tied to Meghan's sense of identity, belonging, and connection. Yet under the glare of public scrutiny, every word and gesture was magnified. It became the story of a woman trying to navigate the intersection of fame, family, and cultural expectation. Meghan and Harry's wedding became a masterclass in managing modern media chaos. In the age of social networks, a single tweet, an Instagram story, or a YouTube clip can send a narrative spiraling beyond the palace's control. Unlike royal weddings of the past, where press releases shaped the story, Meghan's family drama spread instantly and uncontrollably. Palace staff were forced to respond in real time, constantly adjusting statements and addressing waves of speculation as the story evolved. They learned that the old approach, quietly smoothing things over and hoping nothing leaked, was no longer effective. Modern family dynamics demanded strategy, foresight, and realism. The palace began thoroughly vetting family situations before major events, anticipating social media reactions and managing expectations with a careful balance between tradition and modern reality. The unforgettable image of Doria Ragland sitting alone at St. George's Chapel may have appeared lonely at first glance, but on closer look it symbolized loyalty, resilience, and the true meaning of family. Doria wasn't just attending, she was Meghan's emotional anchor amid the storm of media and family turmoil. She represented Meghan's past, her struggles, and the enduring support system that shaped her strength and identity. Meghan's wedding reminded the world that even the most glamorous events are layered with complex human realities. Cultural tensions, media scrutiny, family drama, and personal identity all collided in a single historic moment. Through it all, Doria Ragland, with her calm presence and unwavering loyalty, became the quiet center of the story, proving that sometimes standing gracefully outside the chaos is the strongest position of all. Harry also saw Doria as a second mother, and this was where Meghan's priorities truly shone. While most weddings focus on filling seats, looking perfect for the cameras, and pleasing distant relatives, Meghan chose a different path. She made her mother, Doria Ragland, the sole representative of her family. There was no extended family drama, no awkward seating charts, just one woman who had always been her pillar of strength through every hardship, from career struggles and family turmoil to the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. A source revealed Doria is content with how the family is progressing. She's ready to focus on her own life. Yet her presence itself was a quiet but powerful statement. It showed that family isn't about numbers, it's about presence, trust, and love. Doria embodied all of that. Sitting silently, she sent a message stronger than any speech or blessing. She plans to visit often but no longer live with them full-time. An insider said that Meghan and Harry feel completely lost, and Meghan must be wondering if something isn't quite right. The palace clearly recognized Doria's importance. They assigned staff specifically to ensure her comfort, guiding her through every step of the ceremony and making sure she was fully supported. Every detail, from her seating to the timing, was handled with care. But the truth is, she had grown weary of Meghan's constant complaints and ongoing drama, and so she had to leave. Can anyone really blame her? Honestly, could you? This wasn't just about logistics. It was about respect for the woman who raised the bride. That respect was visible in every camera shot. The image of Doria sitting calmly on her own, carrying the weight of the family with quiet dignity, spoke more about Meghan's values than any wedding dress, tiara, or bouquet ever could. Doria has always been fiercely loyal to Meghan. For a time, she even drank the Kool-Aid, becoming part of the narrative used in Meghan and Harry's Netflix documentary. Yet by choosing to prioritize her mother over appearances or royal expectations, Meghan showed the world that true family loyalty outweighs ceremonial perfection. And honestly, that choice has shaped how the public perceives her family and her life ever since. Doria has witnessed her daughter being exposed for lies, for how Meghan uses people and treats those around her. As a calm, yoga-loving woman, she has simply decided she doesn't want to endure it any longer. Meghan's ancestral roots sparked major attention when a DNA test revealed she was 43% Nigerian, a revelation that immediately ignited controversy across social media. Fans, critics, and experts alike jumped into heated debates about race identity and public perception. Doria added to the conversation when she commented on Meghan's heritage during The Daily Show. What should have been a deeply personal moment quickly turned into public speculation. People began questioning whether Meghan truly understood her DNA results, and even whether the databases themselves were accurate. In an instant, family history turned into public drama. This wasn't just a scientific matter, it was deeply personal, tied to identity, belonging, and connection. But under the relentless gaze of public scrutiny, every word and gesture became magnified. It evolved into a story about a woman navigating fame, family, and cultural expectations. Some observers argued that Doria may have unintentionally enabled Meghan's questionable behavior, especially her use of the racial narrative as a shield against media criticism. Meghan's family continues to serve as the backdrop for ongoing drama. The constant remarks from her half-siblings, Thomas Markle's past controversies, and Doria's steady presence all remind the world that Meghan's life is far from a perfect fairy tale. It's complicated, messy, and under constant scrutiny. Meghan has faced criticism for allegedly leaving much of the child care to her mother. And when Doria chose to take time for herself, like attending a concert, Meghan reportedly felt betrayed. The cultural clash between Meghan's open, outspoken American family and the British royal family's reserved, traditional ways created fireworks. Thomas Jr.'s open letters, Samantha's interviews, and Thomas Sr.'s staged photos all collided with the monarchy's expectations of privacy and dignity. The palace found itself managing not just a royal wedding, but a full-scale family drama playing out in public view. Royal staff had to handle more than protocol and tradition. They were managing a global audience armed with smartphones, cameras, and opinions ready to explode at any moment. Meghan has been accused of neglecting her children and leaving everything to her mother. But when Doria wanted to live her own life, Meghan reportedly couldn't accept it. The cultural divide didn't just affect wedding logistics, it shaped public perception. People watched the drama unfold in real time, comparing Meghan's background to centuries of royal expectations. Through it all, Doria, calm and resilient, became the quiet center of the storm. Yet even she has grown tired of Meghan's self-centered behavior and her refusal to accept that her mother deserves her own independence. In the age of social media, a single tweet, an Instagram story, or a YouTube clip can send a narrative spiraling out of the palace's control. Unlike previous royal weddings, where press releases shaped the story, Meghan's family drama spread instantly. Every detail from absences and letters to interviews went viral. The palace's communications team had to respond in real time, constantly updating statements and managing waves of speculation. The lesson from the wedding was clear. Family drama is public drama, and no plan can fully contain it in a hyper-connected world. The palace learned that the old approach, quietly smoothing things over, no longer works. They began vetting family backgrounds more carefully, anticipating social media reactions, and accepting that complete control of the narrative is impossible. Yet they also discovered the value of Doria's approach. A calm, respected family member can balance the chaos, bring a sense of continuity, and preserve dignity amidst the storm. The unforgettable image remains Doria Ragland sitting alone inside St. George's Chapel. At first glance, it might have looked lonely, but it was in truth a symbol of loyalty, resilience, and genuine family values. Doria wasn't just attending. She was Meghan's emotional anchor, carrying the weight of family history amid a storm of media frenzy and cultural tension. Meghan's wedding became a lesson in managing modern media chaos, and Doria stood at its calm, loving center, even as their mother-daughter relationship now faces new strains. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more royal stories filled with emotion and insight.